Welcome back to Top 4 Repairs. How do you fix U0100 lost communication with ECM or PCM? If you're experiencing hard start, no crank, or your vehicle is running but it shuts off multiple times a day, most likely you're going to have a communication issue between the modules. Before chasing the problem, make sure your ECM fuse is not blown, because if the ECM fuse is blown, then you're going to get U0100 code. The next most likely issue is you have a CAN bus issue. For example, if you recently did some repairs on the vehicle, for example, you did an engine swap or a transmission swap, or you had to remove the transmission to change the clutch, you probably accidentally pulled a CAN bus wire somewhere. I know this code U0100 very well because I experienced it many times. For example, for certain vehicle to get access to the water pump, the engine control module and the wiring harness and the fuse box needs to be removed to make space to get to that water pump. And I have seen this code pop up after replacing the water pump. The reason why that code was showing up after changing the water pump is because the connection got wet and it got extremely dirty. As you can see, this CAN bus connection is extremely dirty. The pins are dirty and it's full of dirt. The next reason why you're getting that U0100 code is because there is a disruption in communication. For example, if two modules cannot communicate with each other because there's a break somewhere in the wire, this is definitely going to trigger that code. What can cause wire issue to the point where two modules cannot communicate with each other? And number one reason is going to be the pin came loose. When you see a bundle of wires like this, that is going to be your communication wires. So what you have to do is you need to check the wire and make sure it did not come out of place, because if the wire came out of place, again, it's going to trigger that code. So make sure pull on each wire, but don't pull too hard to the point where it comes out of the pin. So just pull on each one, make sure that it's not coming loose. Also, make sure the connections are tight as well. The next likely problem is the pins on the engine control module or powertrain control module is probably too corroded, too rusted, or maybe it got bent or something went wrong and it came loose. The next likely problem is you're missing ground or power going to the engine control module. So make sure you get yourself a wiring diagram, and again, check for ground and check for power. If your engine control module is receiving power and ground is fine, and you check the CAN bus or the communication wire and the connection is not loose, and you literally check every single wire and there's no open or shorts, maybe your ECM is bad. So what I suggest is you remove the engine control module from your vehicle, remove the cover, and inspect the inside. Check the circuit board. If the circuit boards have burnt marks on it, then you know that engine control module failed. When you're checking the circuit board, make sure to check for burn marks. That's one right there. And there's another one right there. Besides visually looking at it, you can also sniff it as well. If you sniff the circuit board and it smells burnt, then you know that circuit board is fried. Fixing a U0100 code is not that easy, and hopefully this video pointed you to the right direction to start looking for possible issue. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thanks for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Repairs.